this is Lucy, and today we're going to talk about gardening in Fallout 76. A little while ago I created a build called the English Country Cottage, which I kind of built for Catherine Swan, but I tried to make the garden look like a real garden. And a few people asked me how I did some of the things I did, like placing these tulips in the lawn and various other things. Unfortunately, I didn't have time within the scope of that video to cover all the nitty-gritty on that. So I'm currently building, or have built, a personal camp for my personal use on my main character. And I thought I would show you how to do some of these things. So we have a rockery over here. Obviously I have the fountain embedded in the foundation. We have trees, window boxes, and the lawn here with daffodils and tulips in. So I will show you how I did these. Just need to find space. This isn't the nicest of locations. I built my camp here because I have a friend whose camp is over there and another friend whose camp is down there. Oh, it was until Bethesda apparently managed to break it anyway. We're going to start by placing a foundation. We don't want it too low, and then another one next to it. I'm going to change these to the green. You can use this AstroTurf, but I actually prefer the green carpet. I think it looks more like grass. We don't have to worry about that one. And all we're going to do is place some of these daffodils and tulips into or on top of the foundation. These are an Atom Store item. I have seen them in the Atom Store probably about 4 or 5 times, so they do come back regularly. And then we're going to do what's called a foundation merge. We are going to walk up to the side of this foundation. I'm going to select it, lower it slightly, press A again to let go, or the select key, whatever it is on your system. And we're going to do it again. As you can see, these are going lower. One of the things about doing this is you can see that the foundation is moving slightly to the right. So if you want something positioned precisely, I would suggest that you try and do it equally on both sides, and hopefully that will get rid of the drift. Now in this instance the tulips are slightly taller than the daffodils, but from this point of view I think that works fairly well. There we go, you have your tulips and daffodils, and obviously you can just pick this foundation up and move it anywhere now, as long as you pick the foundation up. If you select one of these, they will of course come back out. And sometimes if they're too low you can't select them, so you have to start again. But you can just store everything. Now you can merge any of the plants into the foundation, but be aware that obviously some of them are taller than others. So for example, if you want to merge something like this down and something like this, you might want to merge this down a bit before you merge the other item. Actually, I'll use the daffodils because they are slightly lower. So it is sometimes just a bit of trial and error. Oops, went a bit too far there, but you see what I mean. You may have to stagger things. These are very tall. So if you're going to use these, I would start with that one, then that one, then perhaps these, and then lastly the daffodils and tulips. To create the rockery, I used some of these rocks. And what I did was I took a pressure plate, put Dolly on till it goes down, which it hasn't. No, it still hasn't. She's been very naughty lately. You can do this by wiring up the pressure plate, as long as you wire it up to a conduit or a connector and not an actual generator. Or you can stack two pressure plates together, although I found that only seems to work sort of once for me. Once I take things off, I have to replace the pressure plate. But now I'm going to take some of these succulents and decorate the rock with them. And we are going to merge these down into the rock, like so. We might want to add a few on the bottom one. And then we will just stack these on top. Now you might find, like this one, that it's a bit high. You can always just merge it down a little bit, although bear in mind that the succulents on the bottom one will go down as well. And if you want, you can either then combine it by doing a bit of a foundation merge and sinking the rock into the foundation a bit more. I did also, on my one, I used some of these little lights. I merged these in to the rock. Unfortunately, once you do this, as you can see, I can't actually select the succulents to bring them back up to the top, or maybe some of them. Depends how far down you get them. They are coming. Can't get that one, I think, because the light's too close. No, that one is stuck. When merging, always remember to select and release the item that you are resting things on, the bottom item. We can get that one off now. So you can build quite complicated rockeries doing this. You can obviously also use the wavy willards rocks. I would suggest, as they're quite big, that you sink them into the ground. But it's up to you. The trees are really simple. All you need to do to get the tree in is take the foundation up, which is going to come with the hedges. Flamer trap your tree. If you don't have the flamer trap plan, you get it from doing Abby's Bunker quests. There are 2 quests there, concurrent quests, and that will give you the flamer trap plan. It is not something you can buy in the game. I mean, it's possible that someone would sell one, but I'm going to have to take the hedges off to put it back. And it will simply snap in over the tree and you can repair the tree. To create the window boxes, they're quite simple. We're going to take this stash box. This was a nuclear winter reward. It is now available in game. It can drop as a rare reward from certain events. A Colossal Problem, Encrypted, and Project Paradise, also doing a queen. I don't actually know which one this comes from because I actually got this from Nuclear Winter. But it is allegedly possible. Just going to place a couple of these daffodil pots on. Obviously you can use tulips, you could use... That's not very straight, is it? They will overlap slightly if you want them to. And we're just going to merge this down. And we can't attach this to a wall, but if you have the metal shelf, you can in fact just place this on a shelf like that, and there you have a window box. And you can have it this way around if you want the Vault logo to show. I kind of wouldn't mind new ones of these. I've noticed that if you go up to Vault 51? Yeah. If you go up to Vault 51, you can see what these look like when they were new, which it would be a nice thing in the game. I mean, these Vault stash boxes are new because we got them coming out of the Vault. I don't see why we couldn't have a new one from Vault 51. As I said, this camp is my personal camp. I don't think I've 100% finished decorating yet. If you like this camp, it is actually a variant of the kitchen garden house. I will put a link down below to that if you're interested. It's one of my favourite camps, so I thought I'd build my own for me to use for when I'm playing. So that's all from me today. Just a few tips and tricks for how to make a realistic looking, attractive garden in Fallout 76.